So today's pair, guys, was actually released towards the start of the year, but since then they are actually sold out online and even on store. I finally managed to get a pair in, which will follow my review from last week for the slides, which most definitely are something different coming from Nike. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really help out the channel. As I said earlier, in today's video we're gonna have a look at the first release coming from this range, which is called the ReactX Rejuven8, which dropped a couple of months back. Since then we also had a pair of slides as well, for which I dropped a review last week. So I need to admit that in the last couple of years we had a lot of releases coming from most of the brands. The benchmark, it's still gonna be the Easy Foam runners, which is still one of the most comfortable and the lightweight on the market right now. And I've realized that in my collection I have something else coming from Nike, which is called the ISPA Universal. So this one dropped around 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. You can find them in a lot of places on sale. So this one was the release which had that inner insole which you can change it. So I think that this one was the best release coming from Nike in the last 2 years, which looked kind of okay. But this new one will have a rubber traction, which to be honest we didn't actually get in most of these foam releases, except the actual clogs, which will be this one in collaboration with Saleh Bembury. But we finally have something coming from Nike, which it's coming at a decent price. It looks also good, and it's also one of the most comfortable out there, which comes very close to the Easy Foam runners. So let's go ahead and also take them out of the box, guys, which as you can see will come in one of the regular ones in this red color, which will have this big Nike lettering, and also the swoosh in this white color here on top of the lid, and also on all sides of the box as well, but smaller. So let's just go ahead and take them out, guys. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at one of 5 or 6 colorways already for this Nike ReactX Rejuven8. So I finally managed to get a pair of this Rejuven8 ReactX, guys, coming from Nike, which as I said earlier dropped around 2 to 3 months ago, and since then I've been trying to get it from any retailers. I didn't want to pay resale, so this one finally restocked on a website and I managed to get it in for £65, which will be around 70 or 75 US dollars, which will be quite close to the Easy Foam runners where they were actually dropping on the Adidas website. So this one, it's already dropped in a lot of colorways, with some of them quite vibrant in that orange or in that green colorway. I decided to go for this one, which is actually quite a simple colorway and doesn't have that Nike swoosh in a different color. So this one is low-key in my opinion. So yeah, as I said earlier, we had a lot of these releases coming from most of the brands in the last couple of years. We had a few attempts coming from Nike and Jordan as well, but finally now in 2025 I think Nike has managed to bring us something which for sure it's worth considering. As I said earlier, quite recently we also had the slides as well, which yet again something much different comparing with so many other slides. And that's mainly because we're gonna have this ReactX foam, which will make it quite comfortable and lightweight as well. For sure you can find other pairs which are lighter, but yeah, considering that we're gonna have a rubber outsole attached to this foam material. I think that this one it's quite a decent pair. Yeah, most definitely this Nike Rejuve8 takes a lot of inspirations from some other releases. What comes to mind straight away, it's either the Crocs or the Merrell clogs with those very big ventilation holes on top of your foot, but I think that the rest of the shoe doesn't take any inspiration from other shoes, and I really feel that this one is much wider comparing with most of these releases, which I guess for a lot of people will be perfect, as this one is considered a recovery shoe. Yeah, I think that this time Nike has done a great job with this release, where we're gonna have a pretty good design, a very good ventilation, a very comfortable material, which will be a one-piece construction made out of this ReactX foam, and most definitely setting it apart, it's gonna be this rubber outsole, which will be attached to this foam, which for sure will help a lot with the durability and also with the traction. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this Rejuve8 ReactX. So as you might already know, this one is gonna be a one-piece construction made out of this ReactX foam, which will have a simple design with this wavy pattern on both medial and lateral side. We're also gonna have this quite big perforation holes to give it a good breathability here on top of your foot. Then added on top of this foam, we're also gonna have this plasticky Nike, which is gonna be like a translucent one attached here on the lateral side, but on the medial side this one will be pressed down into this foam. We're also gonna have another one which will be here at the top of the shoe, just above the heel section. Then going inside, it's actually quite easy to slide your feet in. This foam is actually quite soft. So inside we're gonna have this very simple design as the one used in the slides, where we're gonna have the Nike ReactX imprinted here at the heel section. Rather than that, we're just gonna have on the lateral side of the heel section the sizing, and also made in Indonesia. So as I said earlier, setting in the part from other foam shoes, it's gonna be this rubber outsole, which will have a lot of holes in it, revealing this ReactX foam, which I guess will give it a bit of flexibility. We're also gonna have this waffle pattern, I would say, which will give it an extra level of grip. And here in the midfoot we're also gonna have this Nike swoosh as well. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I went with the same size which I've done for the slides as well, and I need to admit that this one is a bit tight. So most definitely if you are in between sizes, you should go with the next available size up, but if you are a full size already, I think you just need to stay with your true to size. These ones are not coming in half sizes, and going with a full size up is gonna be way too much. As in for the actual weight, these ones, as I said earlier, are a bit wider, so that's not gonna be an issue for anyone. So overall, guys, this release coming from Nike for this ReactX Rejuve8, in my opinion, it's finally something which sets it apart from so many other releases which happened in the last couple of years, where we finally gonna have a nice design, a very comfortable ride as well. We're also gonna have this rubber traction as well, which will also help a lot. And I would say that even the retail price is not that bad either. Unfortunately, these ones are always sold out, either online or in store, so I guess the only option will be just to go to the secondary market. But yeah, most definitely this is a very good option out there, which, as I said earlier, could be used very easily as a recovery shoe. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this release coming from Nike for this ReactX Rejuve8. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!